What's good, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Weekly Outlook. In the recent video, we discussed that this could be a possible bottom on gold, and we were trying to attempt longs from this particular price point, right? However, the reaction was not satisfactory at all. And if you follow me on Telegram and Twitter, I did mention over there that I am no longer interested. The move right from here does not look very convincing to me, and we could see possible lower prices. And after that, we have been continuously selling in the market, and markets have been reversing back down aggressively, right? So let's quickly discuss what are we going to be looking at in this particular video. We will be talking about the potential bottom that we could get on gold, whether or not this low will be protected for months to come, or we'll get a new low and then a continuation higher. Remember, I am very bullish on gold. It is just it is just more or less like a time bomb. It can blast any time on the upside, but what is important is whether or not it will reverse like this, or there is one more probability where it could possibly get down, break below this support zone, trap all the retailers down below, and then aggressively reverse back up. So we will be just discussing all of these possibilities in the video. So as we discussed right now, right, why am I expecting that price to breach this particular price point and then continue on the upside? The only reason is that gold, whenever it wants to bottom out, whenever it is trying to form a bottom, it will always stop hunt the previous swing low or the fresh market price action, right? So in this particular example right here, we do have a good stop hunt, but there I mean, we can assume, because I still need a candle close above this particular price point, which is 1930. Yeah, 1930, and we still haven't got that. Today is of course market holiday, and I am expecting that tomorrow we might do something like this, or maybe reverse from some zone like this and continue to drop either on this discounted zone if we are willing to hold this demand. If not, then we could potentially drop below, get all the sell side liquidity, and continue higher. And this move, in my opinion, should be very wild. The candles, they need to be something like this, with a lot of imbalance and a lot of wild momentum, because all this accumulation is now leading down into a manipulation, right? And now prices will start distributing on the upside. So it's a classic accumulation, manipulation, distribution setup, and that is why I am super bullish on gold, and I'm simply waiting for opportunities to look at where I could possibly enter long positions, right? So of course we have, on a smaller time frame, we do have a good demand zone right here, which I still expect price to manipulate and then continue higher. So we can expect, if at all this low is to be protected, we can expect prices to manipulate this and then head higher. So there are multiple possibilities, and gold is notorious, we all know that, right? So it's quite likely that we might stop hunt some of these swing lows and then continue higher, or we can just simply break below this and this particular low which I previously mentioned, and then reverse back up. So this is a pretty much overall view on gold, which could come true in next few weeks or even months. And this move is going to be very aggressive, because I am expecting a new high in the market, which means you could easily grab at least $200 move on this, in my opinion. And that is why I am patiently waiting for price action to develop, so that we can catch this move, and this swing trade would be a very beautiful one, in my opinion. So yeah, anyway, let's quickly shift to GBP USD and see what's happening. So on GU, we have been extremely bullish, right? The swing low the swing high, sorry, which gave us the lowest low. We have closed right above that from 23rd of May 2022, right? We have closed bullish, and this is this is very good sign from a bullish point of view. So I would only be interested to look at long positions on this. Even if it were to drop, I would still not be interested a lot, because one simple factor is that it is very bullish, and unless and until on a weekly time frame this swing low is protected, all the shots that come in the picture are nothing but pullbacks and great buying opportunities. So I will only be interested to look at long positions at least until this supply zone, and in coming weeks, in coming months, we can definitely expect price to touch this particular supply zone right here. That's a very wild move, and in my opinion it's very likely possible. Let's talk about what we can expect this week. So yeah, I think this supply zone right here, which we had just saw right here, yeah, we could possibly mitigate this and then have a pullback in the markets. So this week price action could be something like this. Yeah, some reaction from the supply zone, maybe a pullback, and then a continuation on the upside. So this is pretty much my expectations. So overall, I would highly suggest to look only for longs and not for shorts. If price actions develops in such a way, I will definitely post about this on my Telegram and Twitter. So make sure you guys follow me over there. Anyway, so now on a weekly time frame, Euro USD pretty much sideways. However, we have been making higher highs and higher lows. So in my opinion, this could be a possible demand formation, and now we can possibly expect a continuation on the upside, because we have mitigated the supply zone right here for the first time, second time, and we are still making higher highs and higher lows. So it's a very likely possibility that on the next move on the upside we can easily break above this based on a weekly time frame. So let's drop down to a smaller time frame. Daily time frame, we have some very good, very beautiful liquidity. We have almost equal highs right here, and right here we are currently, for on a daily time frame, we are currently making lower highs and lower lows, right? So I just want currently that price should continue higher, and once it starts to make another higher high, even if even if it breaks this particular high, then I would be interested to look for long positions based on a 4-hour time frame. So all I need is a candle close above this point, which was basically the last supply zone, which gave us the lowest low currently in the market. So one candle close above would possibly mean some price action like this, and on the next pullback you could easily take a long until your supply is met from a swing point of view. So now finally we have odd USD. Let's quickly look at odd USD. So odd USD extremely bullish. I even mentioned that back when we were shorting gold, pound dollar, and euro USD, I clearly mentioned I was not interested to short odd USD because it looks very strong in my opinion. And look at this, the momentum that we have got right after manipulating this swing low. It's very crazy, right? Right after dropping below this, we have moved up over 6.5%, which is a very, very huge move on the upside. And now currently we have pulled back. This happens to be a fib level 705. We have retraced back into that, and now we are continuing higher. So again, same bias. I would just wait for a break of this high, and then we can possibly continue to buy on any other higher low in the market. And a long-term view on odd USD could possibly could, yeah, we could possibly touch this particular supply zone. It's a very high probability because this was the last supply zone which trapped all the buyers on the upside, and we continue to break below. Right after that, we simply made lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and a higher low. And here is where we broke structure on a weekly time frame, this microstructure. So we can expect a continuation on the upside. I am pretty much bullish right now. And now finally we have DXY. So DXY, I hope you guys remember that September I kept mentioning that DXY is like a time bomb and it will blast anytime soon. And from September onwards, DXY has corrected from 114 odd levels. It has went all the way down to almost 100 levels, right? And after that, now we have created some sell side liquidity. I see almost equal lows right here. And now we have tested a supply zone right here, the previous supply zone, and price action looks like we are compressing down at the demand zone. Basically, a demand and a supply zone's job is to push prices immediately right after price has tapped into it, right? Just like you see the tap and then there is a reaction, but the reaction is clearly not the same when we tap back into the demand zone. We have rejected and we are struggling to go higher in the market. So that is why I am not super bullish on DXY. I think we can possibly break down below, and which makes my bias, bullish bias on other USD pairs correct. That looking for longs on XAUSD or pound dollar or euro USD or odd USD would make a lot of sense. If I go on a daily time frame right here, so on a daily time frame, you can clearly see that we are making higher highs and higher lows, right? However, right here, since past, I would say 1 to 3, almost 4 days, we are struggling to head higher. In fact, price is just reversing back down. Got liquidity from the this particular supply zone, and now it is reversing back down. I see some compression. Basically, this demand is not holding up. So it could possibly mean that we can breach 102.32 very soon, possibly tomorrow. NFP, I think we can either break this to in this particular week itself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think if you guys have any suggestions, have any doubts, please feel free to comment below. Let me know if you found this video helpful, and make sure you share it with your friends. Till then, I'll see you in the next one.